Right. YouTube. I forgot about YouTube. I'm just used to, previously I used to just start the stream and everything starts all together. But now it's not quite the case. Either way, welcome for those on YouTube. No YouTube? Yes, there is YouTube. Well,
it announced, but no strem.
Yes. I mean, it's because I didn't press the button. But yeah, as I was saying, what we're gonna be doing today, not gonna be quite gaming.
Oh well.
We're gonna be setting up this thing, which I will show you in a bit. My DJ controller first. Okay. I might have to pour it in a cup, in a glass. It's getting kind of warm.
Not only 4 times.
Not only 4 times. What? Well, yeah. It was not only 4 times, but...
You want some ice?
No, it's fine for now, it's fine. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. Just fine. It's refreshing. So... oh boy. That's gonna be fun. So I was just saying that I was posting left and right about my idea on setting up my DJ controller to play games with it. Right. We have a small problem. Just a small little tiny problem. That being, I mean, it was quite a research to finally get it up and running the way I wanted to. Because, for example, I was testing it on Dark Souls. And Dark Souls obviously usually came up first on consoles. And it's a bit janky on PC, apparently. Like, you already have set up some kind of keybinds, some of which you can change. But the camera controls, so problematic. So, by default, it's set up, obviously, your camera to be with the mouse. Right? All cool, all fine. With the mouse, it's easy. Still kind of weird, but it works. Right. Now, you can actually set it up with completely different controls. But that is janky as fuck. Now, I didn't find a way to remove keybinds from the default ones. And if you, on the alternative keybinds, if you bind something with the same key, it will not save it. And it will not even let you remove it from the default keybinds. It's weird, it's janky, it's whatever. I mean, that said, on the alternative keybinds, you can set up keybinds for the camera. Up, down, left, right. Fucking awesome. Now the problem is that once you set up a key, the camera is actually slow. You have okay, sorry, I got distracted by the lyrics. So you set up a key for the camera, or keys You have to set up 4 keys, up, down, left, right. You have options for the camera speed. These options for the speed does nothing for the keys. So you press the key and it's like 2 decades later, it's slowly just turning around. Left, right, up, down, whatever. It's just slowly turning. Which obviously is not going to be great while gaming. And the only way to set it up to work somewhat decent is if you can set up something to control your mouse directly. Now, if you know anything about MIDI controllers, they work with a MIDI signal. It's not the same signal as your keyboard, your mouse. It's not quite the same. So, for this to work, I have to use a separate software, which will kind of translate the MIDI signal to whatever zeros and ones digital signal, or binary, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, sure. Shouldn't be that hard, right? I know it's possible because, for example, I am using my, I have an Akai MPK Mini, which I'm using to control my stream partially. Like usually I have this phone here. It's like, kind of like a stream deck. And I have the Akai MPK to control some other things. Like, for example, stuff like this. If it actually triggers. And there we go. Whoa. I can also change my music and so on, back and forth. It's possible. At first, actually, I thought about setting it up to work through StreamerBot, which I am using to control my stream with the MPK. And partially, it kind of works. But not quite. Because you cannot quite set up any axis control for the mouse, like X, Y, whatever. It's not working. Oh, it's X, Y. I'm not sure. Either way, no control for this. So that's a no. Plus, I wasn't sure that it would work properly. Yes, anytime you press a button, it kind of sends a signal. And when you press another button, it sends another signal. I'm not sure if they're gonna clash or something. I don't know. Whatever. MIDI is kind of weird. Even though I think it's maybe simpler than any other code, MIDI is still weird. That's fine. Then I found something else, which apparently for some people works. For me, didn't. It's actually it's this one. Let me actually just jump to it. Yeah, by the way, you can see the full controller here. I have my phone set up as a camera, which actually gets quite hot. Not really great, but should work for a bit, for about 2 hours maybe, more or less, hopefully. So what I have is, let me just see if everything works fine. Yes, it does. Where is this? There we go. So I have this thing that's MIDI. You actually cannot see it. It's right here, MIDI to VJoy. So VJoy by itself is something like a virtual controller, sort of. I'm not quite familiar with the software itself. The software works fine. Now this MIDI to VJoy, it's more like an add-on. It is software by itself, but it's also like it works with the VJoy software together, sort of. I guess, because I never really got it to work. Because it's completely, it is made in Python, which shouldn't be a problem, right? You download everything, the setup, all that, whatever. So you start up this thing, the setup PY, right over here. Great. But all it does, it brings up a console just for a brief moment, and it just disappears. Nothing installs, nothing works, nothing happens. Which, right? Okay, yeah, that wouldn't work. Even though at first look it should work fine, especially for what I want it to be, because it has X, Y, Z, even whatever that is, RZ, XZ. Can I? Nah. I mean, I can maybe just whatever. So here underneath you can see Z, RX, RY, RZ, whatever that is. So I suppose it would be just different axes. And here you can see actually the MIDI signal coming through on the console. As long, well, if I could, of course, get it running. Right. Couldn't get it working for like 2 days in a row. I gave up. I just couldn't waste any more time on it. Then came this one, which this one actually worked fine, perfectly fine. The problem with this one is that I thought it had some kind of XY axis, maybe, because whenever you get it working and you open the edit here, or just to set up to save an action, it has like a train simulation or simulator, which made me think that maybe you could train it to do something, which wasn't the case. Apparently this thing is made to work with a game called Train Simulator. But silly me thought it could be trained for some reason. Anyway, but this worked fine in terms of just button presses. Works amazing because it has let me see, I can actually start it up. Whoa, so many shits. Where is it? MIDI key to key. Input device. Oh, it's not connect. Would you look at that? Let me just connect the G controller. Yeah, you can actually see it. There we go. Perfect. And now it should eventually, if I maybe reset it. There we go. Actually lit up. Okay, it does detect it this time. So, this is the software, which, as I said, button presses work great. You can just set up here your input device and output, which I guess you can set it up to control other MIDI devices. I'm not quite sure. Maybe. I'm not too familiar with MIDI and this type of software, to be honest. So when you press something, which it's not actually not listening, you have to make it listen. You start it here, and every time you press something, it will come up here on your like log, what you've pressed, and so on. like velocity, what alt note on off, which actually I'm not sure why it doesn't show note off. Anyway, but I have a few buttons set up here, and I will actually show you in a game. But yeah, so when you edit it, you can see there's here on control action. Actually, here, there we go. You have train sim, and when you activate it, you have like lever or function, whatever. And then I press here, something wasn't coming up. I wasn't sure what I'm doing. Which, not a problem really, I guess. So I was just going on lever. So obviously, if it is a lever, it can maybe go up, down, left, right. Right? No. I mean, yes, but in Train Simulator, not on any other thing. So I was playing with it. I got it crashing a few times. Normal testing stuff. But when it comes to key presses, as I said, it's great. Especially when this is D. Why it's... Huh? Hold on. Edit. Okay. Do I have two D buttons? I guess I do. Are they on the same button? They are. That's kind of weird. Can I delete one of them? There we go. Right. Perfect. So for this software, whoa. Okay, for this software, I actually watched somebody use it for his stream, just to control the stream. Obviously, I'm just using different method with StreamerBot, which is actually a bit less complicated. Because what they were doing, they were actually setting up keybinds, which is not that hard. You just press the key you want on your controller. You just double click on it and it will give you like which one you want to... What do you want to happen when you press the key? So you can just press one key here on the controller, and then it will press maybe a combination of keys or just one key, which you can just see that. There we go. For example, Alt Control D can be easily done. Not a issue. Now the one thing that this button, this software actually has that it's actually nice is this wait for note off, which means if you have it ticked and you press the key, something happened. So when you press the key, what we'll do, the function will simply hold the key. As long as you hold the key down, it will wait for note off, so for you to lift your finger off the key to stop the action. Like a normal keyboard button press. So you will hold it down, it will just continuously hold and press the button. Now without this, it will be just one key press. Which at the beginning I didn't know what this wait for note off thing was for. I was not using it. So what I was simply doing is I was using it like this, and it would somewhat work, but as I said, it will be just like one little press on the button. It's not great, it's not nice, it's not working nice. You have to press the button all the time to work properly. But then I found out what this note off actually is. And I like it actually. I really love this option here on this controller. But as I said, it's mainly made to control anything on the train simulator, because you have levels in the train, like up, down, stuff like that, different buttons. And if you play it just on, well, if you want to be really into the simulation, you will have different controllers doing that. But yeah, you can literally set up, whoa, okay, as you can see, one of my buttons, that's bank select, what? Right, this controller is kind of old. I got this 2011, I believe. 2011, 2012. And it has some issues, like these buttons here for the effects. Usually these are controlling effects. If I'm using it as a DJ controller, they kind of go wild just by themselves. It hasn't been cleaned ever since inside, which is definitely a problem. I probably should clean it at some point. But for now, it's not really something that I'm worried about. So you can control anything. So depending on what controller you have, your buttons will have different velocity, as you can see here. Like it's usually between 1 or 0 to 127. This is usual MIDI signal. Now these, I don't think they have any velocity. Well, actually the sliders do, but they don't have the velocity, they have value. Depending on the button, it will be either value or velocity. So this goes from 0 to 127. Cool. If you're using a keyboard, like as I have the Akai MPK Mini, it has velocity on its keys, so you can literally make it to do different things on each velocity or value, if you want, of course. Or you can do it on control change, like here, control action. Either it will, when it increments or decrements, you can set it up to do different things, which is great. It's cool, amazing. Actually, a nice piece of software there. Would have been even nicer if you could just set up like mouse axis, key presses, and so on. Because, as I said, it works fine for key presses, but only on keyboard, not on the mouse itself. Like I cannot just make it like this, and I am pressing the button on the mouse, it's not doing anything. While if I press any button on your keyboard, it will register it right away. Cool. That's fine. You can even make it start different softwares, like start a program. You can select how to start it and what to start and so on. Amazing. Now I had to put this aside, this software, because I couldn't set up the mouse control. This is the only reason. Nothing else. And yeah, as well as it works, let me just show you here. Let me just add this. Just a moment. Whoa. It will go a bit wild. It has, as you could see, there's already a few keys set up, and you will be able to actually see it on the stream. I will show you. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, this one it's better. Okay, right. So this is great. Now, if I just the platters actually have 3 kind of key presses, sort of. You have up, down, and you have pressure, because these are touch sensitive. Like even the slightest touch, which is kind of weird, I don't know how they do it, but even the slightest touch registers as a key press. And I think it also has like on and off, like you can see, just a slight touch and it works. There's also these keys, as you can see, they are set up to work. They also have like space, and it works perfectly. It works great. I would just use the mouse for now for the key for the camera, just for now, just to demonstrate. And actually I don't have, okay, I thought I had attack buttons set up as well, but I guess I might have deleted them anyway, or I haven't saved them. But it works. You can see it's responsive on any button you press. Which is cool. Cool. Unfortunately, this is not quite what I'm looking for. I mean, you could play like a keyboard, but it's not what I want. I want to kind of play it like as you're playing it on a console kind of controller. But yeah, it's not gonna happen with this this software. Now, that said, then comes this one, the Bone MIDI Translator Pro, which, as you can see, it's clearly a bit more advanced than the rest of the softwares. Now, the problem with this is it's actually a paid software, which I fucking I do understand it. It is great. Usually these other two softwares are completely free. You can of course support the developers. There is a link here to donate and support them. I think this one also has one somewhere, but either way, this one this one costs €60, $60, dollars, whatever. I mean, euro and dollars at this point are kind of on the same level. So I have, as you can see, set up a small donation goal, sort of, here on the top. I mean, you're not forced to support me in any way. You can just come and watch me set up this thing. That will also support me in a way. But yeah, I mean, you can, what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be setting up the controls to this thing, which honestly I thought you might need a special education for. I'm not sure. As I said, I'm not a programmer, I'm not a developer, I'm not in any way quite familiar with MIDI. Yes, I have worked as DJ. I've dabbled in music production. I've dabbled in, well, I've dabbled. I literally worked as a light technician for the last 6 years. like both DJ and light technician doing everything at once. It's crazy. I felt like an octopus. 2 PCs, 2 controllers. It was crazy. But yeah, this one is paid. Right here, you can see right there that you have to buy it. You can actually download a demo version, which will work indefinitely, but only for 20 minutes. So it will work for 20 minutes. You can just shut it down, start it up again, and it will work again for 20 more minutes. Which, yes, great, cool. And nothing is actually locked on the software. But, oh my god. It's just like you I will
Also,
not be
voodoo magic pirate and exotic dancer.
fuck you. So hey. I will not be playing and then stopping the game to reset the software and then continuing every 20 minutes. There's no way. No way I'm doing that. But, as I said, we have it now. We have a demo version, which you actually cannot see because it's on the other window. And as you can see here, run this program as often as you like, each time for a maximum of 20 minutes. And the more you start okay, your timer starts ticking. And as I said, we're going to be kind of programming this today. I will show you how the magic happens as much as I know how to do it, of course. This is kind of crazy. So this one is a bit different than the rest. It has more functionality, key presses, mouse control, like complete mouse control, like up and down, left, right, onga bonga. What's up, buddy? It has like mouse click, scroll up and down, and yeah, like mouse position even. You can set up whenever you press certain button, the mouse to go there, for example, which is great, perfect. It also has like the ability to run different what do you call it, scripts. Let me just see if everything's okay here. I don't want it to be bugging anything. So if you're familiar with MIDI keyboard, MIDI controllers overall, they will not work with multiple softwares for some reason. I'm not sure why this is the case, but they will not. Like, it's weird. So you can either use it with something like this, or you can use it with another software, but not with 2 different softwares at the same time. So let's see how well that's gonna work.
Sorry, I have a lot of work today, so goodbye, see you tomorrow, and goodbye, Kratos.
No worries, Dubsub. Thank you at least for stopping by. It's all fine. So we have our character here, which is completely random. I just picked up something just to park it somewhere so I can test. I'm not even sure. I think it's supposed to be a knight. I don't know. How do you even check that? View status. Way of white. What? Have souls, humanity. I have no idea how this game works. What am I? Well, I guess I'm a knight because it's all knight armor, health, whatever. Cool. Yeah. As you can actually see, whoops, everything is hella console based. Even though it says yes, left, right, whatnot, whatever, but you have to use EQ to select or close, which is usually how it's gonna be on a console, on the controller. I mean, you could use your escape as well, but you know what I mean. Oh boy. So let's see if we can get it all working. I will be definitely starting the software a few times. I mean, popping, starting, whatever, just so we can set it up. How is this? This is warm as fuck, the phone, because I'm using it as a camera. I guess sacrifices have to be made. I really hope nothing actually damages the phone, but anyway. Okay, so we have...
And how much was this program?
This program is $60. As I said, over here on the top, right over here, I have a small donation. Go, if you want to support me, go, yeah, go ahead. I will definitely appreciate it. And of course, even if we don't, at some point, I will definitely get the program. Maybe. Maybe on the next Twitch payout in like a year. At least that's how long it took for the previous payout. Anyway, yeah.
I'll ask my sugar daddy for help.
I am your sugar daddy. So, I mean, if you want me, I can buy it on my next salary. No problem. But yeah, if you do want to support me, you're more than welcome.
Ooh.
Ooh. But yeah, let's see. So I have a project created here, and you can also add different presets. So let's see, this is gonna be, I'm gonna call it mix track because this is the mix track. This controller is called mix track. It's Newmark Mix Track Pro. I don't know what the CC is actually talking about, but anyway. Right. There we go. So we need translator. So this would be our actions. As you can see, we can call it whatever. It's gonna catch.
Do you think of getting this first or the GPU?
If I have to choose between them, I'm probably gonna get the GPU first. We'll see how things are gonna go. I mean, two things are gonna happen. Either next month, or actually this month, when I get paid, I'm either gonna get the GPU, I'm gonna get this software. I'm still not sure. But yeah.
Puff 1000 Lever XD.
No way. That's like 1/3 of my, but sorry, 2/3 of my salary. Sort of. If I decide to buy both of them.
Car insurance.
Yeah. Oh boy. We'll see how that goes. Right. So, translator. It's gonna catch incoming trigger, which is gonna come from the controller. And then it's gonna get an outgoing action, which is gonna be a keyboard press or a mouse action. We'll see.
I know it sucks.
I know, yeah, it does. What should we call this? Let's begin with just the W. So, W should be fine. It already got a trigger? What? How? What did I even press? I haven't pressed anything on the controller. Anyway, so as you can see here on the side, it is active. Let me just shorten it a bit here. It already actually is listening to our MIDI controller. I am just not sure. Yes, it is selected here. Okay. Cool. Let's go back to this.
Twitch is lagging.
Twitch is lagging. I wonder why. Twitch is a bitch. I'm not doing anything different than the last time, really. I would even say that it's less of a problem now than before, but it's just the bitrate is fluctuating all over the place.
YouTube is fine.
I know, YouTube is always fine. But anyway. Let's see. YouTube never has problems with the stream. I've literally lowered my YouTube bitrate to see if that's gonna work better for the Twitch stream. It does not. I don't know why it's fluctuating. That just makes no sense. And it's only on Twitch. Makes no sense to me. Twitch, fix your servers. Right. So, translator name. So this is just the action's name. Boom.
I have no idea.
Me neither. So that's gonna receive a MIDI message. It's gonna be. We have different.
Anything.
It's not you. It's literally fluctuating from 2,000 to 7,000 to 2,000, 7,000. It's all over the place for some reason. I don't know. And it's always only Twitch. Only fucking Twitch. And I haven't changed anything in the settings, by the way. But whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna study.
You study. So, we can select what type of signal it's gonna receive. It actually can do it on, but this is all just most likely MIDI sort of signal start. I don't know. I suppose it's gonna work also for light software or light. So lights signals. So stage lighting is also MIDI signal. No, I lied. It's DMX, which is also kind of like MIDI. To be honest, now that I think about. Is it MIDI or DMX? I'm not quite sure. I think DMX also went from 1 to 127. GG's new level stressed. Relax. It's gonna be fine. But yeah, let's go for raw MIDI. We're gonna capture something. We're gonna have a raw capture, which you will see that this is actually the same signal that we've received on the previous software, or MIDI key to key. So when you press this, you can see it just accepts the signal, which I'm gonna clear because there we go. So this is the button press, and this is note on, and then there is the note off. Right. Now, how are we gonna do this? Can I just try this one? Note on, note off, yeah. I mean, as I said, now this way it's gonna be a bit more maybe understandable for some people. What is on and what is off. But yeah, 127 velocity is on and 0 is off. Understandable. Now, I'm not sure if this software actually has any type of function like the previous one, like the MIDI key to key for the train simulator. It has like a off, wait for a note off for the action to stop, for the key button press to stop. I don't know how to explain it. This is the simplest I can get, maybe. It has note off, note on, whatever. Right. How about control change? How's that gonna capture? I wanna see. So we do that, the same thing. So I'm gonna select the control on, then alt on, which already changes this. Yeah, I don't know. We'll try. We'll try. Oh, the worst problem is that it has different control changes. One is the control change, and then is the 14-bit, which literally speaks nothing to me. There is the bank change, which, if I'm not mistaken, it's either some of these buttons or these. So there's two little buttons here. You can see them now. Usually this is, when you're DJing, this is just for pitch bend. Which actually in Tractor, when I was using it, I've never really used them. Actually, I did use them for like skipping through a track. I had them set up, mapped out for just to skip a few times through a track. Now, as you can see, it warns you that there is just 2 minutes left from the free trial of 20 minutes every time you start up the program. So we're going to be restarting it in a bit. But yeah, you can change really anything. Let me see with this. Oh, it doesn't capture. Actually, it doesn't matter for now. We need to set up like W, so it's going to be on this platter on just a press note on. Which I'm not sure why it's. Oh, sorry. No. Control change. well, this is different channels. Okay, any channel. Variable to channel. These things I never understood what they are, and I couldn't quite find what they are. Like OO, PP, QQ, RR, SS, TT, UU. Like, I thought it could be some sort of like metric units. I don't know. But then again, it doesn't make sense. CC. This is on control change. Yeah, there we go. It will have to exit and start it again. Not a problem. There we go. You just have to wait like 15 seconds until you can start it. It's silly, but we will try to set it up today. Right. This one. Oh, I didn't. Oh my god, I didn't save it. Should have saved. Silly me! Starting from the beginning, but that's fine. Mix track. This one is W. And I'll just save it just to be sure. And there we go. Control change. So what is this 14-bit one? CC is out of range. So it's 14-bit control change is less than a normal control change. So one goes 0 to 197 and the 14-bit goes 0 to 31. The more you know. Anyway. Control change. Well, I'm gonna use this if it captures it. It will not let me do anything on control change. Why? Control change. This one. The moment it... Oh my god. How does that work? Maybe it's not gonna be control change. Alright, so we go in with raw MIDI signal. Well then, we select this one and we go on to the next one. Now here on rules, you can set up different rules. Like if something does something, then this happens. It's kind of like coding, like programming. In which, I'll be completely honest, I was watching somebody, well, I think it was the developer of the software, but I was watching just him doing something completely different with control, mouse control actually. It was a tutorial on that. It's more like a showcase. So he had a bunch of like rules here. If something is that, do that, or whatever. Whatever. It's not something that I would be doing most likely unless I find out how to do it. Because they're kind of simple things. Like, there we go. PP equals 0 plus 0. It makes no sense to me. What the fuck is PP? What is it? I don't know. But I'm not gonna be doing anything here, so I'm just gonna... It will work even without this. So we have outgoing. This is what will happen when we press this button, this splatter. So, as I said, it has a bunch of things that it can do. It can do Apple scripts, application focus, which I'm not sure what it does. It can execute files, it can press keys, it can send MIDI signal, MIDI message. It can control different things. There is the mouse control as well. It will perform something. It will select a preset maybe from these, I believe. And this is probably to load up a certain project that you might be working on. If you're using more than one MIDI device, because with this software you can use multiple MIDI devices. I mean, with any software actually you can, but you cannot use multiple softwares with one device. Serial port, I have no idea what it is. For timer, maybe you can set it up. Maybe you can set up a timer. I don't know. I will not play with this. All I need now is keystroke. Now, this is where it gets weird. You have different options. Like we did with the MIDI key to key. And also a bunch of options down here. So, okay, we go with W, which for some reason is not capturing. There we go, W. Easy. So this will send, once we press this, it will send a W. It actually already did. When I pressed it, yep, it did. It works already. It's just a few clicks and you're done. Now, I have a problem with this software. As I said, I couldn't find a way to set up just like wait for note off. To stop the action. Now, I'm not looking at the right thing, or maybe there is not quite, or maybe it should be done to this thing, to the rules, which I will have to familiarize myself with those other. So what we're gonna be doing now, as much as I don't wanna, let me just save first. Where did my mouse go? Save. I already did. Never mind. So this is going to be a shortcut. It can be a shortcut. It can be a physical key, which makes no sense to me. What does it mean by physical key? I don't know. By the way, we also have event monitor. So this will tell us, it will send this. For example, it will send like MIDI key, and every time I press a key on the MIDI controller, it will register it here, and also the output here. Now currently it's not outputting anything because we don't have anything set up. So the only way I got this working was by setting up two actions for each key, which is it got me triggered, to be honest. So what it would do, this would be, so note on would be our key press down. It would be W. You can also set up with different special keys, whatever, numpads, number locks, and whatnot. Cool. So once we press this, it will like hold button W down. Now if I want it to like stop the action, stop pressing the W button, I will have to set up a second action here, which will be, let me just duplicate this. It is going to be up, and this will actually be on this action on note off. Let me just go repeat active. What do you mean? Why is it different? Oh, did I use it? Anyway, I don't know, maybe I have. So one will be just key down, the other one will be key up. Yes, if we just leave it on key down, it will be press and hold indefinitely. Which is not what we want, obviously. I mean, it could be useful for some people, but we need it to work just fine, like a normal key on a keyboard press. Which I thought this would be actually the way to do it, but I will show you. I will disable this, and I will just press. I will just leave the one button key press. So we go here to the game, and I press. All it does, it's like a tiny little button press. No more. Not. I'm holding it down. It does nothing. As you can see, it will turn around my character, like it will just want to start moving forward, but it will not. It will fucking not. Now apparently this kinda, it's not even like a one W button press, because this is one quick W button press. This is just like a, I'm not even sure what it is. Like 0.00001 key button press. Makes no sense to me. Now on the software, let me just save it just to be sure everything's okay. I'm not sure why it comes up like a 00. Maybe this is this one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It might. It will actually suppress the keystrokes if you're on the main window of the software, which is great. You cannot just mess up something. Now, if I do select different things, so for example, text, this will only input text. It will not work here. Oh, actually, it does work, but it still works the same way. Which is not what I need. It is not what I want, it's not what I need. So I have to kind of, I haven't actually tried with the shortcut. Let me see. So we have W. What was that? Never mind. I think I had a... hold on. So shortcut is if you want like a quick shortcut like this with function, Windows, okay. Right. But I guess it's not quite what we need, because I don't think it's gonna work. Oh my... Nope. I'm being dumb here, I'm just... Hold on! I'm literally pressing the keyboard key and I'm like, oh my god, it works! No, it doesn't. It's still the same. So, back to the software. What we're gonna do now, I'm gonna set it up for key press down. Also, I will just disable this one, I don't know. So, I guess you can set up a delay and how many key presses or what. I think it's clicks per second. I'm not sure. Is it? Will it tell me? No. Okay. Anyway, I don't need it for now. So we'll have the W key down. If I don't activate this, the W key up, it will just do this. Hold on. There we go. It just walks. It will not stop. It will not do anything. It will just walk forward. There we go. I had to press my keyboard W key in order to stop it. So if I enable the key up, it will work just fine. Just look. Just watch. Watch. I am pressing down. Here's my key. Here's my other hand. I'm not touching anything else. It works like a normal key, but I have to set up two different actions in order to have one key press. On normal key press. I don't know. Like we might be able to set it up in a different way, but I will have to tinker with it a bit to see if that's possible even. So for this reason, I will duplicate this one. Well, I guess I can. Fine. This will be the duplicate one. Duplicate, just like for test. You can actually, by the way. Yeah. What the hell was that? Hi. Hey Ali, what's up? So you can actually inject different actions directly into a certain software, either in the game or a different program.
What was that?
I don't know. They're just like, I don't. Oh no! Save now. Save. I'll just reset it now, just so it doesn't waste my time anymore than it already does. There we go. Oh, this time is 5 seconds.
Doing great, thanks. How about you?
I'm doing fine. Currently trying to set up my DJ controller to work with the game. So instead of using keyboard and mouse to work just the controller to play the game. Which is gonna be funny. That's for sure. If I've died 500 times on Sekiro, I will die 1,500 times on Dark Souls for sure.
Nice. That's a new controller.
No, it's not a new controller. I've had this since 2011 to 2012. I think it was 2011. I've been using this to DJ on my previous job and jobs before that. Yeah. Just right now it's not really used for anything than just sitting in my backpack. Yes, this thing is small enough to just fit into a backpack and just be a mobile DJ. You go to whatever menu.
Vintage.
It's nearly vintage. It's ancient. Yeah, but it still works just fine. Has a few problems with it, but they're fixable. Just needs a little bit of a cleaning right about here for some reason inside. But yeah, we will try to set it up to work with the game. We actually did already set it up to work with the button W with the key. So we can just hold down the platter and it will just walk forward. And it's actually quite responsive. Look at this. I'm just stuttering. Stutter step. Cool. Amazing. Now, I am just gonna look around a bit because I want to see if we can make it work with just one action instead of 2 for each key. Now that said, okay, I will just focus on this one for now, and I will show you for the mouse.
So funny. Looks like he has an attack.
So funny. Yep. Let's see. I think it has to be the physical key thing, but this is usually for control or command. I don't need that. As I said, this is just to inject a certain action into certain software or a game. It will, so for example, if I press W, it will not, and I inject it directly into the game. It will work only for the game. It will not work anywhere else, especially with the controller, which is actually quite nice. It will not mess up anything if you inject it directly into the certain game or software. Otherwise, even if you're outside of the game and you press this, it will just press W. Which is still not bad if you want it to be that way, but yeah. What else do we have? The delay is not really what I need. Emulate keystroke slowly. It's also not what I need. So how the hell am I supposed to do it in order to be just like a continuous key press? I don't know. It's not gonna be any in the special keys because these are really not meh. I don't. Son of a bee. I think that can be also set up as like a one-off, just one time and just stops executing this, which not bad, I guess. If you need it to be that way. Okay. Well, shit. Why is it this way? Definitely is going to be something to do with the rule set here. But perform. What the fuck was that? So if I just give it W, will it work? Perform W. I don't think it will, but no.
This emoji makes that sound.
If it's only the emoji, actually. If it has...
Love it.
Love it. Eh? Eh? Ah, but it's not always. Oh my god. Perform W. A perform rule would trigger
No.
translator with the given perform name as incoming action. Ah. Okay, at least it has like, it explains what it does. Okay, it's not what we need. It's not what we need, that's for sure. Skip outgoing. Exit rules and execute out. What? What does that do? Allow following rules. All following rules are ignored. And the translator is executed.
Nothing.
Nada. Nope. I mean, usually you shouldn't have any sound on emojis, but... Oh yes, I have the gamer mark. Yeah. If you run mid-translator as normal user, no... Yeah. Yeah, this is the other thing that you need to do if you want to use this software. You have to run it as an administrator, otherwise it will not work fine. This is getting hot. It's now just like carbonated tea. Okay. It is, by the way, hella hot in here. I'm not even sure what degrees it is. And I cannot even check because I'm using the phone for a camera here.
Warm and thick.
Warm and thick. The tea? No? Why would the tea be thick? Ew. That's weird. Anyway. It's not what we need here.
Let's play.
I'm not playing anything. I'm just setting up the game now. I'm not gonna be playing for a while. Until I... Oh, definitely not today. I mean, we'll be testing the key. But... A log. I mean, log is log. Whatever. Comment, label. Assignment.
Oh, okay then.
Conditional. If then. How does that work? Will it explain? Alright, okay. The variable that you choose on the left side will be set to the fixed value, or the value on the variable that you choose on the right hand side. Okay, the fuck is PP? It never actually explains nowhere what PP is. Support forums? No, I've been to those forums. How about help? Oh, okay, yeah, open with this. Holy shit, it has a manual. I had no idea. I mean, I was kidding that you might need a special education for this, but holy shit. Okay, outgoing action. Is that... Oh, it's not even... Now I'm going for 0 to and subtract it from 27, effectively reversing the signal. Experiment with adding your own rules and editing the rules parameters. See chapter 10 rules and variables. Holy shit. Am I about to just learn a completely whole new language that probably I will never need? Will you explain what is PP? GAQQ? No? Oh my god. Yeah, divide, multiply, whatever. Holy moly. We'll dismiss this. There are 10 local variables defined. They are double letters variables with equal letters. Okay, so these are local and the rest, these are global. But nothing says what exactly is PP, what is QQ. Unless, no. Nope, nowhere. I will cry. Well, I guess what I will... Yo. Looking at this here, I'm thinking about math, and that's something that I want to be thinking about. Left bits are filled with 0 bits. What? Dividing by 2, but what the hell? XOR and modulo multiply minus. Okay, let's see if it's gonna explain a bit more here. Right, for example, this assignment. This rule allows a straight assignment of a variable's value to a specific number or another variable's value. What? The variable you wish to assign is chosen on the left side of the equation from a drop-down box, while the source value of variable whatever is selected or entered on the right side. Assignment rules are used for assigning an input local variable to a global variable. It can also be used for assigning a specific variable to an outgoing action depending on a conditional. What the fuck? So maybe the rules might not quite even be able to help me with the note off and on. Yo!
I prefer advanced mathematics.
Divide, multiply, minus, module. I mean, that kind of is like advanced mathematics, maybe. I'm just not sure if these are things that are like strictly MIDI signal, like all the OOPP, QQ, RRSS, whatever. It
Well,
speaks nothing
music
to
is a
me.
form of mathematics. It makes sense in a certain way.
Yes. But we're not talking about actual music here. We're talking about MIDI fucking signal. Shit. Baud rate. Data, whatever. So much documentation on this thing, it's crazy. Oh my god. There's even a flowchart on how things work. Okay, parallel processing. Cool. Yeah. I'm just gonna quickly scroll through things just to see if I'm gonna find any explanation on what is OOPP and so on. Yeah, we have tractor and label Ableton Live. That's fine. Or they can even directly get signal from the from the software. MIDI translator in hardware. Sure, I don't need that. Nope.
Okay, I'm going to walk with my dogs. Have a good one.
No worries. Thank you for stopping by at least, Ali. Have fun. Oh, nope. No explanation whatsoever. Using scripts. I don't need to use scripts. This is just a processing assignment. This is what we were just looking at. It might be something like actual MIDI code. Okay. What? Hold on. Raw MIDI examples. Any. Any 3-byte MIDI message. So these are 3-byte MIDI messages. Ah. Which still makes no sense to me. What if we just check MIDI messages? Summary of MIDI. Oh my god. Okay. MIDI. Okay, was it 3-byte? Whoa. Hold on. Okay, alright. Not on, not off. Least significant byte and most significant byte. What? Okay, I mean, at least this actually explains what is what. To an extent. Uh-huh. Almost. This is complicated. In that case, what is P? It explains nothing here. At least not what I'm looking for. Expanded? Whoa. Nope, not what I need. Typical 3-byte MIDI message format. Whoa, where's that gonna send me? Oblivion. Will I find what I need here? Probably not. Holy moly, so much information. Oh, come on. Nope. Okay, in that case, let's try with what does PP stands for? Stand for in MIDI. Whoa. MIDI. Oh, okay. I think that will explain. Maybe want to know more about PP kick. Talking about PPs online. Not what you wanna talk about. Okay, we know so much about local variables and global variables, but I still don't know what PP actually stand for. How much will my brain explode with this? Yeah, I thought that this would have something to explain, but not quite, no. Oh, this is actually in the bomb forums. Oh boy. Oh, is it dynamics? Can be. No. Be quiet, pee, very quiet, pee. Pee. Nope. It can be dynamics. Can it? What does pee signify? Ah! Let's see. Um, CC, right, okay. Basically making a crossfire. This guy, this program seems to be powerful, but it's a hell of a learning curve. Yep, I can agree. PP is local variable. Yes, it is. That much we know. By local, it means it is only accessible by the defined incoming event and not with other incoming events. This is opposed to global variables, which are in scope accessible by all events. Okay? Still makes no sense whatsoever. Oh my god. I will probably ask for some help on these forums on how the fuck to know what PP is. Oh. Hold on, what? In the context of MIDI, PP generally refers to the pressure value in aftertouch message, specifically in polyphonic aftertouch, which is a feature that measures how hard a key is pressed while it's held down. Okay. Yeah, that might be a bit more understandable. Wow. Okay. That makes more sense. Now we have to reset the software. It's funny that, but you cannot actually see what I'm actually reading. But yeah, well, here you can actually kind of see this one. So I suppose it's this what I'm looking at, and this for polyphonic aftertouch, which is also kind of pretty much the same thing. So PP actually is whoa, oops, wrong button. Okay, let's just wait. Oh my god. Right. So if we assign this hold on, what? So that will pretty much mean that whenever I press the set button, it will be just like whatever I set it to value between 1 and 127. Well, 0, 127. Okay. Which could be useful for other things. But I will need to understand what are these as well. Like this, as far as I'm aware, are all local variables. The double letter ones. And again, this is also double letter. Okay. Assignment. But I don't think that will... Okay, I don't know. This is complicated. I guess I'll just keep it for now, like double actions, and that's it. There's not much that I can do for this for now. I will most likely at least try to learn a little bit about this language. But yeah. Just allow me a moment. I'll go grab... I'll put my energy drink into a glass and put some ice. Okay. I got me some ice for the drink. Oh, now let's see. Right. And double the stuff. Now what I'm gonna show you actually is how we actually have control over we can set up these. Actually, what happened? Maybe I ran out of battery. Whoa, shit. Hold on. Gonna try to fix it. Either run out of battery or overheated. I think it's the battery. I mean, it wasn't on full battery when I started, so that makes sense. Anyway, yep, battery. I'm gonna show you how we're gonna set up these platters, moving up and down, both of them, to control our mouse movement. So we're just gonna set up well, what is this? Mouse up, for example. Now I'm still not sure if I wanna have most likely I'm gonna have mouse left and right on the left one, and up and down on the right one. Now we're gonna set up this one active. Okay. Not on. About control change. Right. But it will not know what exactly control change we're going to be having. Set variable to channel. Oh no. Any channel? Any CC? Whoa, okay. You can actually see it here that it's definitely working. But it's more like 1 in 27, it's not less or more. Ugh. So what channel is this on actually? So it should be these channels, which is fine, yeah. But this will usually change, whoa, on whatever. I was hoping I can actually give it exactly which specific thing to use, but hey, whatever. In that case, it's gonna be this one. So we're gonna capture the messages as raw capture, and it's gonna be left, whoa, up, down. Okay. So this is up. Okay. And now on outgoing, I can't even speak anymore at this point. My brain is fried. First of all, it's hot. Second of all, looking at all the stuff we just saw earlier, my brain is definitely fried. Okay, what we're looking for is a mouse action. Now, as I said, you can have mouse movement, which would be up, down, left, right, or can be position, can be button clicks, like left, right, middle, 4, 5, 6, up, down as well. This also has like a one slight click, which will not work for like actions like attacks, for example. It will have to be again up, one for down. It's crazy. So now we need movement. It is going to be going up and down. So this one is going to be up. So we need like 1 pixel up. So we're gonna go for 1. And then we're gonna duplicate this. On this one, however, it will be -1, -1. As you can see here, use a positive for right and negative for left, or whatever. Okay, positive for downwards and negative for upwards. Right, okay, so this one needs to be 1 and the other one needs to be -1. And now, actually something is not quite right, and I know what. It's just this thing that we have captured here. There we go. So now, upright. It's kind of wonky though. But it works. And because you don't see anything at the moment. Look at it. See? So, my god. I will fucking drop it. So, here is my mouse. We move up and down with the jog wheel. This is called the jog wheel. But it's kind of wonky. As you can see, it's not precise. And it works fine though. If you do it slowly, it's fine. But if you go like doing this, kind of like it skips, which is a bit bummer. But yeah, we got up and down setup. Mouse down. Having multiple fucking controllers and whatnot on your desk is a bit confusing. Okay, what do we need? Mouse left, mouse right. Okay, let me just be a bit more. Also, let me save because I don't know when that's gonna expire. There is no like cooldown, countdown or something. And then duplicate. Right. Still gonna be on this one. You're gonna capture this one. So up is gonna be left, down is gonna be right. No. Up is gonna be right, down left. It's gonna be confusing as fuck. Okay. Right, capture up. This is what we need. Outgoing is whoa, not perform, it's mouse. Movement. Right. Okay, what do we have? Positive value for right. So in that case, you're gonna need 1, for example. So we can usually make it faster, sort of. by obviously increasing the value. Oh, now I maybe understand the rule set here with the PP and QQ and whatnot. So I can set it up as a PP, for example, and set up maybe like 10, 12, and 12T, whatever. So anytime I just roll, it's gonna be whatever. Huh. Okay. So this one is gonna be no, this one. What am I doing? I'm losing my mind at this point. Okay, this is what we need. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Come on. Mouse. Movement. -1. For example. Not 12. 1. Save it. So. Left, right, up, down. Oh my god. So weird. Hey, but it works. Sort of. Oh my god, it's so wonky. It cannot quite do like parallel actions, which is a problem. Boy. I mean, maybe it can, but maybe because it just uses like 1 pixel, it's kind of wonky. So what if I go for like, well, we did save. I'm just gonna reset the software, and I'm gonna try again. But now I will show you that it works just, well, somewhat fine in the game. I mean, 5 pixels shouldn't be too much, right? Okay, -5, just 5, 5, and 5. Well, that's much faster now, which is great. Oh, that might work even better, huh? Okay, so this is just the mouse, but now, oh no, with 5 it's a bit too skippy. It's too skippy, and it gets to a point where it doesn't. Whoa, okay. Oh my god. Hey, but it works. Okay, in that case, let's get it down back to maybe 2. Let's try with 2. Whoa, not 52, 2. Right? How's that gonna work? Well, that's smoother, that's for sure. But up and down, skipping with 2. Oh, when it's slow, it's kind of weird. But it works, hey. It does work. Oh my god. Oh, it actually works with just pressing down the W key. But I'll definitely need... Oh my god. Yeah, definitely with... Let me just see with 1 pixel. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. Oh. Hey, that's perfectly fine-ish. I don't have anything else aside from W and left, right, up, down on the mouse. But W and left, right works just fine, eh? And up, down as well. I mean, up, down is not really that much needed as left and right, to be honest. I think I still have the camera control by the set up by the keys. Let me just see. Oh yeah. So this is the key on the keyboard. Camera controls, left, right, and up, down. Look at it. Yes, it is smooth, but it is slow. Very slow. And you can't quite make it faster. Like, even if I press continuously faster, it's not much better. But yeah. Oh, nice. I mean, you can even make it with even less, like 0.5 maybe pixels. That should be much smoother even. I think the guy, the developer, I believe, maybe, I think he's a developer of this software, or just a guy from the company that really knows what he's doing, obviously. But he had some, I think it was Akai as well, but it was MPC controller, I think it was. A smaller, older one, it had like pressure pads, buttons, like kind of like these, but you know. And he also had knobs. What is a knob? This is a knob. This is a knob here. You just roll it, rotate it left, right. And knobs, obviously, they're also, or it actually depends on the knob, I believe. It would be either 1 or 0 to, maybe 1 to 227, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. But that's gonna depend. So yeah, see, he had a button to modify how, well, to modify the son of a bitch. What did he modify? So whenever he pressed the button and moved his knobs around, it will input less pixels than just one. So it will be more like wouldn't say accurate, but let's say accurate for now, because I cannot think of the word. Yeah, it kind of will. I think it would halve the pixels. It would input 0.5 or something like this. I wasn't really paying too much attention to it, to be honest, because he had a lot of rules here for this, which it's too much for me for the moment. But yeah, I mean, at least we got it working. As I said, we can set it up to be a bit more smooth with less pixels, but hey, that works for me. I can either control it just from the side, so here from the side, Or just press to walk and just move left and right, or up and down, left and right. So that's cool. Cool. Now we need to set up actual left and right, like WSD. We have W, it works. But I need W and ASD as well. So let's go back to this. Fortunately, we will have to do it like this, like double button stuff. Is there a way to kind of like group them? No. Nope. You just move them up and down. Okay, well, that's fine. Oh, mouse right and mouse right. Cool. I guess this one is left. I hope. If not, left. Left-itty? Left-itty. Right-itty. Okay. So one issue less. Still don't have much battery on this one. How is this one? Okay, there's a batteries. Okay. Now if you're watching on YouTube, it's probably a bit boring because there is no music, but jump on oh wow, hold on. Actually everything should be fine. Well, we'll see. If you want to hear the music at least that's playing in the background, you can just come on Twitch. How's that gonna be now? Connect. And I think we can make it work again. Oh, yeah, we go. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, now you'll be able to see. Just let me set it up a bit more. Ah, there we go. So as I said, there's my. Yep, go up and down, nudging the jog wheel, and there's the left and right. And just by pressing, because this has pressure, whoa, I'm gonna jump down. We can just walk around with W and left and right. It's kind of cool, honestly. That's gonna be fun. That's for sure. It's kind of weird, to be honest. Sort of skips if it's too slow, but is this how much one pixel is? God damn, look at this. Okay. Hey, it works at least. Okay. Whew. Left, right, up, down. Okay, what do we have now? A. Fucking A. And we just gonna duplicate that. At least here it says. Oh, actually, it says here left, right. Okay. Hey, I'm blind. Never mind. So our A key will be my sync button. This one, it has a sync, which is the same here. This one orange. It's on this side. Can't really see it from that angle, huh? I don't really have a choice. I might be able to put it here so it's more central on the controller, but we'll see later on, perhaps. Anyway. Oh yeah, and here in the log, no, the event monitor, Here you will see incoming MIDI, and then outgoing. It's gonna be a mouse here. Up. Cool. This is perfect. What are we gonna do for you? Incoming MIDI on raw. Capture this one. On and off. Yeah, okay. Somehow you gotta make sure. So this is on. And it's gonna be keystroke. It's gonna be key down. And it's gonna be A. Why is this activating? I don't want it. Okay. And this is gonna be the same. However, I'm gonna capture this one instead. Keystroke, stroke, A again. Why is this small one? Oh, it's text. Okay. Down. No, up. Not tab. God damn it. A. Oh my god. Cool. So now we have W, left, right, and A. Holy shit, it's gonna be weird as hell. Anyway, it works at least. Wow. Holy moly, that is weird as hell. Oh, they're super wide. Like, I have big hands, so it shouldn't really be a problem, but it's kind of uncomfortable. Or maybe I'm simply not used to it, but we're gonna fix it with practice. Alright then. Okay. We have a setup. And we need S. Duplicate, and there we go. Raw, capture our Q button. Will be our S. Or back. Yep. There we go. That's gonna be down, press on. Keystroke down S. Why is it always... Oh, never mind. Not even gonna try. Capture again. Capture this. We need this one. Keystroke S up. Okay, how's that working now? I mean, yeah, okay, yeah. It works. It works. Let me just save before time expires again. Okay, what is this next? D is nuts. Duplicate. Again, raw. And that's gonna be the play pause button. Oh! That's gonna be again keystroke. Well, of course, 2 minutes. D. No. There we go. Come on, capture this one. off. Ah, we can do it. 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 Keystroke. Up. D. Yes, save. And now you have. Why is it always doing this? I mean, once you're into the game and actually start moving around, it's fine, but... Hey? Cool. Now I have a scratch button, or scratch... What else was I doing? Oh no, I never mind, I have the Q here. Yeah, the scratch button, I've never really used it because it never really, well, it doesn't quite work the same way as you would think. Anyway. So my scratch button will be my, I think it was Q, the button that was like locking on target. That's gonna be here, the small little button. Okay. Not too bad, I guess, but yeah. And my stutter, which is this last button here, it will be my space, maybe. Oh boy, that's gonna be weird indeed. Oh. I wonder how many times am I gonna die? Oh, exit. Right. Let's reset. Pop, 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 pop. Come on. There we go. Okay, space. Space. It's gonna work the same way, unless, I mean, even if it's a special key, it will still be like on off. Unless, let me see how that's gonna work. So stutter. No, I will need it to be on and off. Cause yeah, the game works weird. Anyway, duplicate. Right, one's gonna be keystroke. Does it have space as a key here in the special ones? Separator? Is separated the space or what? Could be? I don't know, doesn't matter. I'll just use... Oh, actually it might be. You know what? Okay, let's see with separator. Where did it go? There we go. Separator. Yep. Definitely separator. Holy shit. Wow. presses down, but... Huh? What? How does that work, really? Text. Physical key? Whoa. Separate again, please. I wanna see if that's gonna have the ability. Ah! One physical key actually doesn't do shit. Right? Yeah. Huh. On text it does though. But as far as I'm aware... Oh, hold on, what? It did work just a bit ago. Nope. Doesn't do shit. Weird. But I bet if I do this, it will work just fine. If I slap a separator. And same for you. Keystroke up. Separator. Repeat active. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're not gonna repeat anything. Hold the fuck on. It doesn't work now? Are you kidding me now? Key down, key up. Fuck. How about I inject this into the game? Same goes for you. Into the game. Nope. It just doesn't wanna. Now this doesn't make any sense. Special key. Apps insert, snapshot, blah blah blah. What the? Why is it not doing it? It should be. Literally, you can see here. How is that even? Hold on. Okay, so text document. Oh, this is now injected into back source only. Hold on. Don't inject. Nope. So it's not quite separator, is it? Oh, now it works as a space. What? I don't know. Anyway. Well, I bet this time it's gonna work. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. We can get running. And actually just jump, bro. Oh my god. Okay, well. There we go. Oh my god. This is crazy. Actually insane. Alright. I don't know, the first time I pressed space it didn't come up. And I thought it might be in the special keys. Anyway. Now it works. And now we need... What do we need? Q. Nope. Because my attack is usually gonna be on this side. Should I press the Q like here? Maybe even here? Because this is gonna be my shift. This is my attack, this is my block. Oh boy. I mean, I can usually set it up to play any game at this point, not just Dark Souls. That said, probably for other games I would need some different setup, but okay. Yeah. Oh boy. Okie dokie, that's fine. What should we go for? I mean, I guess I can set up use to be here on this small little button. And Q here. There's usually Q, which is the focus enemy or lock onto enemy is Q, but do you want Q to be here or anywhere else? Decisions. I mean, at any time you can actually set them up, so that's cool, that's easy, but ugh. Fuck it, I'll just do it on this one. Q. Duplicate. Capture. This one. Whoa. Keystroke. That's gonna be down on Q. That's gonna be again, that's the up button on note off, keystroke, up, Q. Oh, probably shouldn't attack him, huh? Right. Yeah, maybe that should be the Q. Maybe this should be the Q. Maybe it's the same button like this one, but on this side. Okay. Fine then. Let's change it up. So that's gonna be Q. And yeah, like this. So yeah, whenever I press Q, that's gonna, I mean, whenever I press so it gets to a sort of limit if you keep on rolling, I think. Yep, it does. So it will usually travel from end to end, pixel wise. So I guess, yeah, it will do that anyway. So this will, yeah, this will now be the button here. If you can kind of see it right here. Will be our lock on target. Cool. And the other one, this one is gonna be E. That should be E. I mean, I guess it should be fine. E. Nope, duplicate. Capture this one, boom. And this one again, capture, boom. And now that we know what we're doing, it actually goes a bit faster. So that's gonna be E. And we'll not use this. That's gonna be keystroke. Up. And E. My God. And let's say we want to go to use the thingy here, and there we go. And we can either do this with the mouse like fucking idiots, or I can, I mean, I have these faders here going up and down. Just don't know how well that's gonna work. Reverse holding? Huh? I don't even know what that is anyway. But as you can see, works fine. I don't think that's gonna, no, that's not working. Okay, so up, down, left, right. Oh, okay. Thank you. Save then. And we can just nudge them around. We can do that. Or of course just we can do that and we can do Q, which will also work. Oh my God! That's gonna be fun. Once it works. Right, let me just reset the software. And then actually, I am actually going to be ending it in a bit. But let's just set up the attack buttons as well. which obviously they're set up on the mouse. So we're gonna be using key presses, a mouse key press, mouse keystroke, whatever. We'll see now. So right mouse button and left mouse button. Let's see how well that's gonna work. So these two are gonna be right or left, right. Why did I set them up like this? Let's move this up. There we go. Boom. This one, this. And now we're gonna be doing mouse button click. It's already set up on left. You have only also your mouse wheel, delta. Okay, so up down you can use. Okay, yeah, that's actually fine. That will be useful. Which I might set up the mouse wheel here on this fader, which you actually cannot see for some reason now. What if I push? There we go. This fader I might use for for the wheel up, wheel down, or maybe here. Either way. Either one of them should work. But now we need clicks. Left. Up, down. Let's see. Did I even set up a button for this? I think I didn't. What I did? Is that the button? Capture. What the? Oh, I think it is working because it was. Yep, it is working. Just not the way I wanted to work in the game. Okay, so up and down it is again. Oh boy. Right. Duplicate, at least this is somewhat easier now. Whoa. Now this is gonna be a bit fun. Down, and this is gonna be up. But for this, ooh, yes, this one, and for this, that one. Eh! Haha! Hehe! Okay, that's works. Save. Don't forget to save your project. It will save you a lot of problems. Okay, so this is gonna be the right mouse button and duplicate, because we know this one on and this one off. Mouse, holy shit. Button clicks, it's gonna be down on right one, and this is gonna be again mouse, but button click up on right one. you can do this. Boom. Boom. Okay. And it's actually great. And now we need shift. You know, shift is usually heavy attack. Also, I think you can like, I don't know. Save again. Shift. Duplicate. So much work. I hope it's worth it though. This is gonna be shift, the Q button. I kinda wanna have sync as a, I'm not even sure what. Now I have to check the keybinds again, see what we have. I think R was your potion, but there's also F, which kind of switches your stance from one to two-handed if you're with one-handed weapon. I don't know why you have this or if it does anything, but there we go. Right, shift button down and shift button up. Keystroke. Shift. Whoa. Oh. Sticky keys. No. Remove sticky keys. Turn on. Where? Do I need sticky keys? I don't think I need sticky keys, do I? Do you wanna go away? Whoa! Eh? I hope everything's fine. Oops. So, shift. Alright. Shift down. Oh, shift. Repeat active. No. Feel good. Cool. Not caps lock. There we go. How well is that gonna work now? Is the question. So this is shift heavy attack. This is. It works. Also, you can bash people with shift with this shield. Works. This is my shift. Okay, well. Well, we've set up most of the things, which is great. But it is getting kind of late. Actually, I usually would be streaming for about, or maybe an hour more, normally. But because, well, I have to drive Chichi somewhere tomorrow, we'll end it up here. That said, if you do want to support me in any way, either being for the BOEM MIDI Translator Pro, or just in general, you're more than welcome to donate if you feel so. Or you can just come and watch. It's going to be fun. It's not going to be soon, that's for sure, unfortunately. Well, actually, it might be. It depends on my choices this month. But yeah, aside from that, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And I'm gonna see you most likely tomorrow with... Actually, I'm not even sure with what. It's gonna be a surprise for both of us. For all of us. But either way, if you are watching on Twitch, follow, stay tuned to the next streams. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. It is completely free. It is not Twitch. But either way, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. And I'm gonna catch you next time. Bye bye.